missions in both the Democratic Republic of Congo and Somalia. Their contribution continues to be considered essential on the ground. The Minister of National Defense and Veterans addressed the matter during a press briefing dedicated to the ministry of the fiscal year 2024-2025. We also tell you about the protection work carried out along the Nangwa River and the surrounding homes. These efforts include, among others, the planting of bamboo trees along the river banks to help preserve the environment and prevent erosion. Welcome, dear viewer, to details. The chairperson of the African Union, Joao Lourenço, President of the Republic of Angola, has announced the appointment of Evariste Ndayishimiye, President of the Republic of Burundi and Africa Union Champion for Youth, Peace and Security, as his special envoy for Sahel region. As I informed during headlines, Burundi troops remain actively engaged in peacekeeping missions in both Democratic Republic of Congo and Somalia. Their contribution continues to be considered essential on the ground. The Minister of National Defense and Veterans addressed the matter during a press briefing dedicated to the ministry for their achievements for the 2024-2025 fiscal year. Emma Gloria Ishimwe has more.
During a press conference held to present the achievements of the fourth quarter of the 2024 and 2025 fiscal year, the Minister of National Defense and Veterans was asked about the duration of the mission of Burundian troops deployed in DRC. In response, the minister clarified that all Burundian soldiers currently in DRC are there within a legal framework in accordance with agreements signed between Burundi and DRC on peacekeeping and security, particularly in border areas, and as part of efforts to combat armed groups operating in the eastern part of the country. He stated that Burundian troops will remain in DRC for as long as the situation requires. Regarding the Burundian contingent deployed in Somalia, the minister noted that although the mandate of the ATMIS mission officially ended on December 31st, 2024, Burundi and Somalia agreed on the country's participation in a new mission named MSOM, initially scheduled to conclude on June 30th, 2025. The deployment has been extended by 6 months. Burundian soldiers are therefore continuing their mission to support peace and security in Somalia. The minister also praised the commitment of Burundian troops in Somalia, an effort recognized and appreciated by international partners, notably the United States, which expressed support for the continued presence of the soldiers on the ground.
And this Wednesday, Chankuzo Canyon, the capital of Buhumuza province, hosted the official launch of the Inkingi for the Imbonakazoza event 2025, a national competition initiated by the Burundian diaspora. The event aimed at contributing to Burundi vision of 2040-2060, and that event promotes artistic talents such as visual arts, poetry, music, dance, theater, and comedy. Jivan Ndayishimiye tells us more. The first edition of the national competition Imbonakazoza event 2025, translated as Pillars of the Vision event 2025, was launched this Wednesday in the Buhumuza province. The event, organized by the Burundian diaspora, aims to allow the diaspora to contribute actively to the achievement of the national vision, Burundi an emerging country by 2040 and a developed country by 2060, and to accelerate this process. Spent in this first edition competed in 5 artistic disciplines, namely visual arts, poetry and orature, songs and choreography, comedy and short theater. Praise the president of the Burundian diaspora, Samuel Ndayiragije, stated that for Burundi to achieve this vision, Burundians must change their habits and behaviors and put an end to practices that hinder progress. He emphasized that the messages and the lessons shared through these artistic disciplines serve as a powerful tools for raising awareness among the population. In each category, prizes were awarded to the top 3 winners.
3 million Burundian francs for first place, 2 million for second place, and 1 million for third place. The first place winners in each discipline from Buhumuza province are as follow: visual arts Jackson Yamuremye, in the poetry and the orature Alexandrine Nkurunziza, songs and the choreography Diane Irutingabo, comedy Jean-Paul Bukuru, short theater Play Krebe Chiragache. The launch ceremony was further enlivened by performances from several musicians who came to entertain the audience.
Come back now in Bujumbura. Access to clean drinking water remain a major concern in Bujumbura city. Our team visited several neighborhoods where not a single drop of water is available in homes. Fortunately, some residents rely on public taps built by the non-government organization Amaz Water to meet their daily needs. Evariste Nyonguru for details.
We are reporting from Avenue number 8 in the Kamenge zone, specifically Mirango Quarter 1. Local residents expressed growing concern over the shortage of clean water, which is supposed to be supplied by the Regideso, the national water utility. Just a few meters from the area, we found a local health center. To verify the situation, we spoke with both patients and healthcare workers. Surprisingly, they revealed that health center itself depends on water brought from outside, delivered by cyclists. Residents are calling for the installation of public taps to access clean water within their neighborhood. Bonenda Ishimiye, a resident, expressed deep gratitude toward Amaz Water, an NGO that has stepped into to ease the crisis. However, he urges Regideso to fulfill its responsibility and ensure access to clean water in households. Amaz Water NGO commit to providing clean water in both urban and rural areas, reported significant progress. According to Loike Rukanganhale, the NGO Coordination and Communication Manager, 276,000 people in the area have already received access to clean water. This represents 55% of the 2025 target. Regarding occasional supply disruptions, Rukanganhale cited technical issues at certain distribution points.
Usually I would say that it's not necessarily a maintenance issue or necessarily a breakdown. I would imagine that it could also be based on the technicality of the systems, because our systems are solar systems. So the system relies, all those systems rely on the availability of the sun rays, and it usually requires a few minutes or quite a few hours for the pump to receive enough energy to feed all the water points across the areas where we've supplied the water. And as in case of any maintenance or in case of any breakdown, we've set up water committees wherever we have water systems. And there's a free line, a green line, that is strictly reserved for maintenance issues, 412, that the communities can call. And we usually have a team that goes, for teams actually, it's not just one team. We have a number of teams that usually move around across the country to make sure the maintenance work is handled properly. Yeah.
As for other parts of Bujumbura requesting public taps, he assured the public that although the project is complex, it was underway to expand access.
Well, Amazi Water as an organization, we are fully aware and we are very conscious that we have a very ambitious vision of making sure that all communities in Burundi have access to clean water by 2030. And we've managed so far to have water systems in across the country, across the entire country. But it's very difficult to operate all over the country all at the same time. We have over 1,136 systems installed across the country, and we have more in rural areas than in urban areas for sure. But we're still here. We're still here. We're still continuing the work. And like I said, it's a very ambitious vision. I cannot promise that we can operate on all the neighborhoods or on all communities all at the same time, but we aim to reach all the communities in Burundi It's just a matter of time, and by the grace of God, we are still hitting our targets, and we always prioritize the good of the people, especially the ones that are most vulnerable than all the others. Yeah.
It's worth noting that many neighborhoods in Bujumbura are still struggling with the water shortage, to the extent that even children can be seen lining the streets with jerrycans in search of water.
And in today's Environment Chronicle, we focus on the protection work carried out along the Nahangwa River and surrounding homes. These efforts include, among others, the planting of bamboo trees along the riverbanks to help preserve the environment and prevent erosion. Fabien Yunisgie reports.
The Nahangwa River canalization work was carried out in the Mugoboka locality in the Mutanga Sud quarter as a part of the protection of environment and surrounding the homes. This work includes the construction of large gutters to channel water into the Nahangwa River, the construction of retaining walls to protect the river banks, and the planting of bamboos along the entire length of the river. This work was undertaken by the Burundian government, the local population, and the native of this locality who contributed significantly to the work. However, there are some people who have not yet understood the importance of environmental protection by throwing garbage in the gutters and near the Nahangwa River, not to mention the bad behavior of burning grass and the trees planted to protect the environment.
Thank you, dear viewer, for keen attention. This is the end of our news edition. Keep watching our program. I'm really going to miss you.